don't need nobody running up on me. You just never know. This is Atlanta. Okay, I think I look decent now. Hello you guys, happy Tuesday and welcome back to another weekly vlog. It is almost 10 a.m. and I started my day pretty early. I had to bring my mother to the airport, so now I'm on my way back home. But I figured I would stop at the grocery store because there is this like filter. Let me show you guys a picture. There's a specific filter that I'm looking for so I can use it when I'm making like my homemade soy milk and like non-dairy milks. It is, you guys know those like cone strainers? That's what it is. It's a strainer. I think it's pronounced chinois strainer. I don't speak French, but so it's one of these strainers that I'm looking for, and I think it could work for me. Actually, let me Google yogurt strainer. Wait, now I'm seeing all these other gadgets. Okay, let me just ask ChatGPT, because ChatGPT would know. Is a chinois strainer good for straining soy milk? I should have asked it before I came to the store to look for it. Come on, ChatGPT. Why is it taking so long? ChatGPT never takes this long for me. And this is a simple question. Oh, here it goes. Yes. A chinois strainer. I should say with the French pronunciation. Yes, a chinois strainer can work for straining homemade soy milk, but it may not be the most efficient option. Chinois strainers have fine mesh, which helps remove larger particles, but they might not filter out all the soy pulp as effectively as a nut milk bag or a cheesecloth. You might prefer a fine mesh sieve lined with a reusable coffee filter, muslin cloth, or layers of paper towels. Okay, well, if they have the chinois strainer, I'm gonna check that out because I've actually never seen one in person. If not, I'm gonna see if they have cheesecloth, and I'll just get some cheesecloth because I need something. I don't have any more. I have like one cheesecloth left, but it's on its last leg and I really don't want to use it. So let's go and see what we can find. Okay, so they have the strainer, but this price though, $69 is insane. Even $59 is crazy. Definitely was not expecting it to cost that much. I thought it was gonna be like maybe $30. And this is the only one that I see. I think on Amazon I could find it for like $20. I think 20, 25. That's what I was willing to pay. They have all these other supplies, like restaurant supplies. That's why I knew they would have this, but this price though, Let's see what else they have. Ooh, tortilla press. Cutting boards, don't need that. Oh, the pizza things. I want to get back to making pizzas. Okay, so I found some strainers. This is like in the non-wholesale area, but I don't know if these will work. Like, I think that's more for like frying and stuff. That's obviously too big. These are too small. They have a good selection. I just don't know. I think that's still too big. But I like that they have the bigger ones like this. This might be perfect, actually. This is $12. It still might be a little bit too big though, the holes. But the size of this looks perfect. Right, this was here. And then they have more. Yeah, this. Actually, I like that this is like double layered, but I still think the holes are too big. Okay, so these are the two that I'm between. Either the medium size one on the left or the bigger one on the right. There's only a difference of about $1, but I don't know how big my bowls are. I can't remember. Like, just by looking at it, I kind of feel like I should go for the bigger one. But then I'm like, are my bowls really Is my bowl really that big? But this is very deep, which is what I kind of want. And I think I have a bowl that is this big. But of course, I feel like once I see it in person, I'm gonna be like, no, my bowl isn't that big. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get this. Instead of waiting, I just hope the mesh is fine enough. That's my only concern. Tell me why all of my cards, they must have all expired at the same time. And so when I went to buy the strainer was only like $12, but when I went to get the strainer, my card declined, which is like one of the most embarrassing things. But it's because I didn't activate my card. Hold on. Hello? Not really. Why? Is this activated? Oh. What I was saying is most of my cards expired over the last like month or so. And some of them I activated and some I didn't. And so today when I was in line, I was like, oh shoot, because I haven't used my card in a while. I've been doing like tap to pay. But I was like, oh shoot, which card did I need to reactivate that wasn't activated at this time? I couldn't remember. So I just guessed and used one of my old cards, but I think that one I didn't activate, so it declined. It was embarrassing. It wasn't that bad, but it declined. And you know, it's like, I know I got money, but it's just like one of those moments where you have to just, like, it happens to people. It's okay. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So I ended up just paying in cash, which was really weird because I haven't purchased anything with cash in a very long time. But that's why you always keep a good like $20, $40 in your wallet for moments like that. But yeah, now I'm about to try and use my use my card right now, because I actually think I could have just used the card that I would have used initially the whole time. So we'll see. Okay, it worked. So I could have used my regular card all along. I don't know why I overthought that. Got gas. Now we get food. Let me make sure y'all don't fall, because I need to get a mount kind of system, because the old mount that I used to have in here, it stopped working. If you've ever used a car mount, you know those things last for like a month and then they stop being sticky. So if anybody has any solutions for like a good car mount for a camera, not for a phone, but for a camera, let me know, because I'm desperate at this point. I want something that can hang from, like, it would be ideal if I could get something that hangs from the rearview mirror, but if not, something that hangs from the visor. I don't know. I would love if I could get something like, this is where my phone mount is. If I could get something that could go right here, that would be number one. But I don't know if they sell anything that's like not too clunky, not too in the way, and like will actually last, because this is a camera. So of course, you know, it's heavier than a phone, so it needs to be able to hold an actual camera. If anybody has any solutions, let me know. Hi. Yes. Thank you. Have a good one. So the sucky part about my day so far is it's only 11:10, so it's not super late, but I had planned out my day today. I had like all this, you know, structure to my day, and now it has been a little bit flipped upside down because one, I didn't take into account the fact that I was bringing my mother to the airport. I completely forgot when I was planning my day out. So I had to do that. Then because I was already out, I was like, I might as well just stop at the store to get the strainer. So I did that. Like, I'm being productive, but it's not going according to plan. So I have to reevaluate. The good thing though is I was able to get a cup of coffee earlier today, so I don't have to worry about putting a pot of coffee on at home, and I don't have any soy milk made already right now. So now I can prepare, as in like what I have to do is tonight I have to soak my soybeans, or like today sometime, put them, well, I have to sort, rinse them, and put them in a bowl of water so they can soak overnight, so that tomorrow morning I can make my soy milk. And I think I'm gonna try to film it, because I always forget, or like I run out of time, or I just don't film it for YouTube. because every time that I make my homemade soy milk, for the past few months, every time that I make it, I actually go on live, on TikTok live, and I demonstrate making the soy milk on there. So because I go live on TikTok to demonstrate me making the homemade soy milk, it doesn't always dawn on me to like turn on the camera so that you guys can see. So hopefully tomorrow I remember and like I have time and all that to set up properly. Habla sobre un libro que hayas leído recientemente. Oh, I thought it was timing me. Okay. Me preparo cada mañana para empezar mi día con un café y describe una película infantil. Película infantil que haya marcado tu niñez y el motivo por el cual la recuerdas tanto. El mensaje es una cuenta de su vida y su experiencia como una actriz. Es una película sobre una mujer en vacaciones que aprende cómo bailar y su maestro de bailar es un hombre que le gusta y los padres de la mujer no le gusta. No. So I was trying to get access to this gig that requires you to know Spanish. I don't think I ever told y'all this, but when I was in college, I minored in Spanish. So like all throughout college, I studied Spanish all the way up to my final semester. That's including like Spanish lit, like literally Spanish literature. We were reading like classical, historic Spanish literature. And you know, I was never fluent. I never considered myself fluent in Spanish, but I was like the beginning stages of being advanced in Spanish. Like I could hold a conversation. I have not used Spanish since then. Like every now and then I go to Mexico, I need to speak a little Spanish, I can manage that. But as far as like actually using my Spanish, never really used it since then. And that's been more than 10 years now, which is crazy. So, you know, obviously I'm a little rusty, but anyways, I tried to qualify for this Spanish gig. So you have to take like an assessment test. I did not pass. So I might need to brush up on my Spanish. I might need to crack open that Duolingo again because that was bad. I haven't had to speak Spanish like that in a minute, and I don't really know what I was expecting. It was a quiz, so they're not going to tell you like what they were going to ask you or what they were going to say. The sentences were easy to understand and they were easy to answer too, but I forgot how to properly conjugate, and you know, certain words, they just don't click in your head as easily. And this was a timed assessment, so they were asking you know, like fairly simple questions, but they were only giving me like 2 minutes to answer them. And so first I had to read the question, understand it, then I had to think of my answer, and then I had to click start recording, and then I had to actually say my answer out loud. And that's where the timing just, almost all the questions I ran out of time. And that's because when I'm trying to speak Spanish now, because I'm rusty, I have to like think like, you know, you have to like find the right word that you're looking for. And so I didn't pass it. Oh well. I might need to actually start taking my Spanish lessons, yeah, again. Happy Tuesday. I know I look different. Do you guys notice anything new? If you guys don't recognize or can't pick up why I look a little bit different, it's because I have my septum jewelry out front and center. I changed it a few days ago and I got used to how it looks when I look in the mirror, but I'm now realizing I'm not used to how it looks when I'm looking at myself on camera. So I still have to get used to that. I'm about to wash my hair though, which is way overdue. I needed to wash my hair like a week or even 2 weeks ago. It's been a long time, but I literally cannot put it off any longer. So every time before I wash my hair, what I do is I always comb it. Like my hair it's always in a straightened state. That's just how I've been maintaining my hair in recent years. I would say from like definitely 2018 is when I started being a straight natural. Like I straighten my hair all the time. And along those years or amongst those years, I would do protective styles like braids every now and then, or I would do a sew-in, or I would wear wigs or other types of like protective styles. But since August of 2024, I've been consistently only wearing my hair straight and my hair out. Have I done a sew-in? I haven't done a sew-in since early last year. Like it's been a year since I've done a sew-in. And then I did braids in the early summer because that was when I went to Cartagena. I did braids. Before that, I did my U-part wig. After the braids, I did my hair out. So I first started wearing my hair out again, like I said, in August. And I was looking at a video the other day from when I went to Topgolf. I actually there's a vlog, an August vlog. And that was me straightening my hair for the first time in a very long time. And like the condition and the state of my hair was so bad. When I look at it now, I'm like, oh my goodness. But my hair has gotten so much healthier. It's definitely grown, of course, but it's also gotten much healthier since then. My hair does not frizz up as much as it did back then, just because, you know, it's becoming heat trained, if that's the term you want to use, but it's becoming more used to being straightened regularly again. And so I just think that that is what my hair likes the most. It's how my hair thrives. My hair has never grown this long. Like I think I have like medium length hair. I don't consider my hair long, but it's pretty healthy, if I do say so myself. And so this is how I maintain it. The reason why I'm holding onto my camera now is because my battery is actually dying. So I need to charge my camera before it dies on me. And then I will be back with freshly washed and straightened hair. I think maybe if I put a scarf on so it'll like flatten this down, I think that's what I need to do. I need to trim this hair though, because it's so like blunt on the bottom. I never trimmed this hair, so it's like fresh out the pack still. This is a heat protectant, but I'm gonna use it as like a finishing spray and make everything sit together, melt together. Now we put our scarf on and do our makeup really quickly. I gotta put my contacts in too. Should I put my contacts in? Maybe I won't.
VIP.
You light my fire.
Give me when you get up. Give me when you get up.
You blow my mind.
Say, double, big, block. Oh yes, bitch. I won't know if the road's ready. I'm looking at that girl 'cause she's shaking up. That heat, you rock it up, shake it up, move it up, rock it up, shake it up, move it up, quick. I'm looking at that girl, looking at that girl 'cause she's looking at that girl, looking at that girl 'cause she's looking at that girl, looking at that girl.
All right, you guys, surprise, surprise, but I could not check in before I left the house. But I'm almost at the restaurant. I'm gonna get there at 6:59, so a minute early. And my two friends that I'm meeting up for dinner, I don't think I told you guys, but I'm going out to dinner. My two friends that I'm going out to dinner with, They're gonna be a few minutes late, so I'm not the last one. I would turn the light on, but that always messes things up with the like lighting in here, which is annoying, but whatever. So I'm gonna change my shoes. I actually wore my flats because I was trying to decide, like, my outfit is pretty casual, so I'm just wearing this black top and my ripped jeans, like skinny jeans but ripped jeans. So I'm gonna wear heels to kind of like spruce it up, because I told them I was dressing cute casual. Not that we all have to match a vibe or anything, but you know. Oh, it's hot. I'm still getting used to myself with this nose ring. Like, not only is it a septum nose ring, but it's also like chunky jewelry. So like, if it was a cute dainty one, I think it would be, I know it would be way easier to like get reaccustomed to. But it's chunky, girl. So before I left the house, I was looking in the mirror, like looking at my hair after I took the scarf off. And my hair is a little thin. You guys can see, you can see literally behind my hair. It's not the fault of the hair. I have a habit of chewing gum and talking in the camera, and in the moment thinking like, oh, it's okay, like y'all can hear me clearly, and then when I watch the video back, so cringy, like, ugh, girl, stop chewing and talking with your mouth open. I only used 1 pack of clip-ins, and with clip-ins, I don't need nobody running up on me. My windows are, I mean, my doors are locked, but you just never know. This is Atlanta. Usually every time that I wear these clip-ins, I clip them in my hair that is already straightened. Like, so I'll get a silk press done and then put the clip-ins in the silk press hair. But this time I wanted to have my hair like tied up and not out. And so only the front half of my hair is pressed or straightened, flat ironed or whatever. And so the back is braided up, and that's where I put majority of the clip-ins. So I thought it would be fine, but now that I have it in my hair, I'm like, nah, it's not fine. The clips are a little bit visible because I don't have enough hair out covering the clips, and also just, it's not enough hair. Like, the clip-ins, 1 bundle of the clip-ins is perfect if your hair is out, but with no hair out, I don't have super thin hair, so it looks a little unnatural and like looks a little weird on me. So I'm trying to decide if for the future, you know, in future days, if I want to go ahead and use the 2nd bundle of clip-ins that I have, or figure out a solution to this with one bundle. I really want to keep it to 1 bundle because I don't want to open that 2nd pack. Like, I was saving that so that, you know, I'll wear this hair out, put heat on it, all that, and then when it starts looking a little janky and I want my hair to look good again, then I could just switch to the 2nd bundle of clip-ins. But I don't know, it's not looking likely. And also, like, you know, just use what you have. Like, if you use the 2 bundles and they start looking janky in a few months, you can always just get another pair or another bundle or 2 or whatever. But yeah, I think I need to just make sure my hair is staying towards the back, and also make sure no one is like sitting behind me so that they can't see the tracks. But if you can see the tracks, you're standing too close. You're looking too hard. You're way too close. Hi. What's your channel?
Okay, my channel is Moments of Satori. So Moments of, and then Satori with 2 I's.
Period. Okay, so dinner went well. It was so nice catching up with my girls. And yeah, we had a lot to catch up on. A lot. But it was just good. It was good to be out the house. It was good to go to dinner. I just had some spinach and artichoke dip because I have leftovers at home, and it felt like a waste if I was gonna eat a pasta dish and I have pasta leftovers. So I ended up just having the spinach and artichoke dip, and it was actually pretty good. I also had this, like, it wasn't an espresso martini, but it was like an espresso martini, and it was really good. That was the thing that I was most impressed by. So I would give Café Intermezzo like a 7. I would give him like a 7 out of 10. It was good. Not great, but it was good. Very good. And I would definitely go back. Okay, so I am home now. I just put on my robe. Now I'm about to clean all this makeup off my face, which actually lasted. Like, I didn't get too greasy or anything. And I owe that to the Tower 28 Blur and Set setting powder, as well as the Milani Make It Last setting spray. Those two. When I'm in the lighting here, like, of course I look a little greasy. I didn't do any touch-ups, and I did my makeup around 5:30. I did it at 5:30 on the dot, and right now it is almost midnight, so not a full day, but yeah, full day. 6 hours of wear. I think it looks pretty decent, and like in this lighting it looks a whole lot better. This is more realistic lighting. In the other room, I was standing right in front of the light bulb. Like, the light bulb was here and I was here, so. But yeah, I think my makeup came out decently. The thing that I still would change though is that powder. Don't mind my eyeliner either. We were laughing till we cried.